Okay, so the Nuggets go up 3-0 on the Lakers, and man, that Jokic Murray stuff in the fourth quarter, just the two-man game, where it felt like Murray was screening for Jokic a lot of the time, especially on like the right wing where it was empty corner actions, whole floor to themselves. That just felt like some artful stuff, man. With the one I remember the most being when, well, two of them. One where Murray screens for Jokic, and then Schroeder hedges, trying to get up there to freeze Jokic for a second, and then Murray's just rolling, and then the Lakers do a good job of kind of swarming him, and then he pulls off this like Tony Parker-esque finger roll layup scoop shot thing. It's like, okay, that was hype. One that was a handoff action where Jokic went into it like really, really fast, like probably as quickly as he can move with the ball in his hands, and then I think Jeff Green cuts, and then MPJ is just open long enough on the wing, and of course Jokic is going to make that pass. And there was another one where Schroeder was hedging on it with the idea of AD getting back to him as Murray was rolling, and then in that daylight, Jokic just shot the three over him. We also had that nutty Bruce Brown like putback where Murray airballed it as he was trying to score over, I think, Schroeder, who did definitely play some good defense on Murray in the second half. It was a lot different than Murray's first half, of course, where he was just making everything basically. But then Bruce Brown, that crazy putback where it was going to be an airball and he made it anyway. Obviously, I want to talk about things besides the fourth quarter, but to discuss the fourth quarter a little bit. So, yes, the Lakers did miss a few shots that they probably feel okay about. There was a Schroeder corner three after Jokic switched onto LeBron that just rattled in and out. You had I want to say like a Rui relatively open three because they brought two to LeBron, and then Murray had a decent enough closeout on Rui, I mean. But there were also a couple of huge like just Nuggets defensive moments in that. So one of them where Rui misses a turnaround jumper over Murray. I mean, the initial thing was really good, just Murray holding up on him. But also, if you look at that play again, Jeff Green and AD were kind of tangling up in the post, and I mean, it's possible there was a foul there on either side. I don't know. But I mean, hey, just the fact that Jeff Green had a possession on Anthony Davis in the fourth quarter and he didn't just get like bulldozed in front of the basket, you know what I'm saying, for like something easy for AD. I remember there was another one where Jokic switched onto LeBron, and then LeBron immediately took him off the dribble. And I think it was probably the best defense you could ask Jokic to play in that situation, and to where LeBron missed it at the rim. And that was kind of noticeable that Malone did pull Gordon in the fourth quarter there. I don't remember exactly where, but it did feel like it was Jeff Green a lot down the stretch there. And, well, hey, I mean, there was a Jeff Green corner three-pointer, right? I'm pretty sure it was off of a Jokic post-up when it was Rui guarding him in the post. And Rui, once again, did the most you could ask him to do against Jokic in the post. But I think Reeves helped out just a little bit in the post, and then it's swing. I think a Jeff Green corner three out of that. There was a Bruce Brown floater. Same thing again, couple swing passes off of the Jokic post-up stuff in the fourth. I mean, look, credit to the Lakers defense. I think they definitely did a better job guarding this Nuggets team than most teams would. And once again, I will say I really should have thought of the Rui on Jokic AD as help guy adjustment in my series preview. At the same time, this Denver offense, I mean, well, this is what it's been just all season. You know what I mean? It's you want to bring extra attention, and okay, good luck. Now, of course, while you give credit to Schroeder for doing a good job of like picking up Murray early on in possessions and fighting like hell around screens, chasing him around screens and stuff in the second half, the first half still did happen. And look, there was a three over an Anthony Davis switch where I thought AD was pretty much fine. There was a wild step back long two-pointer over D'Lo, and I mean D'Lo. Okay, yeah, the D'Lo minutes got kind of rough in this thing, and I do think the Lakers were faced with a situation where it was like, okay, so the five guys we really trust at this point are LeBron, AD, Reeves, Schroeder, and Rui, but we can't just play five guys for 48 minutes. And I think the big thing with D'Lo in this series is that he just wasn't able to kill the Nuggets in pick and roll, basically. I mean, if I'm not crazy, I do believe that there were times where Jokic was dropping against D'Lo on screens, or he was at least like, at the level when the opportunity is there to make a play for somebody else. And I do just want to appreciate that Murray first half a little bit more. I mean, he had like one where Rui was dropping on a screen on him, and he's got Schroeder all over him, and he like pump fakes Schroeder out of the play, basically hits like this pull-up bank shot. There were turnaround jumpers over D'Lo or Schroeder as well. Like, it was just really some insane shot making. He started like 11 for 13, and I did have a moment of like, oh my God, they're just going to have to double team him. Like, you can't just instantly double team Jamal Murray when Jokic is on the floor. So it's just like, you hope he falls back down to earth. You get Schroeder on him a little more often. As far as AD and LeBron, so, I mean, AD, as it typically is, sometimes it's single coverage, sometimes it's dropping on screens against him, and between the floaters and pull-up jumpers, and, I mean, a hook shot over Aaron Gordon that I remember especially, like, later in the game. So he was able to do his thing, and even with that said, like, late in that fourth quarter where the Lakers offense really started having a tough time, I did find myself being like, man, is there just no shot to get anything for AD? I mean, I do think the Nuggets were definitely like willing to give up some shots outside from the Lakers. As for LeBron, I mean, I do think this game just kind of summed up where LeBron is at this point. Where, I mean, look, he had a three over Jokic on a switch. That was hype. I remember a 3-point play in transition that was good. And of course, his passing is still great. I mean, I remember a play in the first half where he's in the post and then he makes this great cross-court pass to Lonnie Walker on the opposite wing for a three. And the Lakers got some good cut actions for like Schroeder and Reeves, especially when they would go baseline on a cut, like right where LeBron is for a little handoff to the basket. So, of course, his impact is always still there, but I remember on one of those plays where AD cut from the corner in the fourth and he tried to get like a lob from LeBron. It was a decent pass from LeBron. It was good defense from the Nuggets around the rim, but, on that play, LeBron was being guarded by Bruce Brown at the free throw line, and I did just have a moment of like, man, I mean, what LeBron is doing at this age is, of course, incredible, and he is still dealing with the foot injury, but also, that is Bruce Brown, who is strong, you give it to him, but also he's like 6'4", guarding LeBron at the free throw line. And I mentioned Reeves there on like the cuts from the LeBron post-ups. I mean, Reeves, once again, was great. So I remember a pick and roll play he had, but I want to say it was AD, could be wrong there, where he basically just shoots a pull-up because Christian Brown was just unable to get around the screen fast enough. Nuggets are up 3-0. This team is great, and I mean, I do want to do the whole like Lakers just large statement about this playoff run and stuff, but I would like to do that when the series is officially over. And for what it's worth, I think the Lakers will have a good effort in the next game, and well, that's what I hope. I mean, we all see the situation here, but the least you can do is, try to win game 4.